Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna. So we are reading from chapter Bhagavad Gita, chapter 9, text number 4. Maya dadam idam sarvam jagatavyaktamurtina mastani sarvabhutani nachaham te suavastita. Translation by Srila Prabhupada. By me, in my unmanifested form, this entire universe is pervaded. All beings are in me, but I am not in them. So, in this chapter, the most confidential knowledge, Krishna, after explaining few verses, here Krishna is explaining about his relationship with this material world. And not only in this verse, but in the series of verses, Krishna will be explaining what is his relationship with this material world. So, here it is said, Maya tatam idam sarvam. Tatam is he pervades. Maya dadam idam sarvam. He pervades in all of the existence. Now, how Krishna pervades there in all the existence? He pervades in various levels. So Krishna has already explained that in the 7th chapter. And whatever exists in this world, it is all Krishna's energy. The material energy or spiritual energy. There are two energies that Krishna talks about in the 7th chapter. Superior energy and inferior energy. Inferior energy is Bhumi Rapo Analo Vayu Kammano Buddhirevacha. So this Vinna Prakriti Rashtada. So 8 elements. He says it is my inferior energy. And then there is superior energy. Aparayam etastwanyam Prakriti Vidhi me para Jiva Bhut Mahabaho. So everything which pervades, it is all Krishna's energy. So that is one level of understanding of Krishna's pervadedness. Also, Krishna talks about Sutre Mani Ganaiva. So he is pervading in eminence. Krishna talks about that. That how he is pervaded, like a Sutre Mani Ganaiva. This example is given like in a necklace. You see, there is a underlying unifying factor, and that is the sutra, the thread. And on thread, everything is resting. In the same way, the entire cosmos is resting on Krishna, or we can say on Krishna's energy. Maya tatamidam sarvam jagat avyaktamurtina. So entire jagat, this cosmic manifestation, Krishna is pervaded everywhere. Everything is resting on him. Jagat avyaktamurtinaha. So, and the meaning of this is, it is referred to the Brahma Jyoti. How Krishna is pervaded? In the form of Brahma Jyoti or energy. Right. So Krishna is pervading all existence through the Brahma Jyoti. So this is clear. This is Krishna's connection or relationship with this material world. Maya dadam yadam sarvam jagat avyakta murtina. Krishna saying, I am pervaded all over this universe in my unmanifested form. So unmanifested form means non Brahma Jyoti. And we already understand that this Brahma Jyoti is nothing but it is Krishna's bodily effulgence or Krishna's energy. So Krishna is pervaded all over through his energy. That is one level of understanding. And then he says, Mastani Sarvabhutani. Mastani Sarvabhutani means he's saying that all living entities, Matstani, they're all situated in me. Sarvabhutani, Matstani. All the living entities, they're situated in me. So how they are situated in me? So this is referred to the super soul. That super soul is with all the living entities and then he sustains everything. Mastani Sarvabhutani. So Krishna in the form of the super soul, in the form of Paramatma, he is maintaining all the living entities. Right? So this is the understanding here. And then the last line he says, Na chaham teshu vastita. Though all the living entities are situated in me, but I am not situated in them. What does this mean? So this refers to Krishna's transcendence, that I am situated in them, but sorry, yeah, all the living entities are situated in me, but I am not situated in them. So this is Krishna's transcendence. Thus, Krishna can be there in everyone, but at the same time, he is not there. Prabhupada using some examples here. Prabhupada uses the example of like a king. King is pervaded, uh, and his power is pervaded, right? But king is also not there. We can say yes, it is king's rule all over the state, but at the same time, he is not there everywhere. So through his power, he is pervaded. Through his influence, he is pervaded. Through his rule, he is pervaded. So yes, we can say, oh, king is there everywhere through his power, through his rule. But at the same time, he is not there everywhere. Nacham tesho vastida. So that is the meaning. So let us understand this. So Prabhupada writes here in the purport, Prabhupada explains, the Supreme Personality of Godhead is not perceivable through the gross material senses. It is said that Lord Sri Krishna's name, fame, pastimes, etc. cannot be understood by material senses. Only to one who is engaged in pure devotional service under proper guidance is he revealed. So it is very difficult to understand Krishna. But one can understand Krishna through the pure devotional service under the proper guidance. So this is the quotation. Atha Shri Krishna Namadi Na Babed Grayam Indriya Sevon Mukhe Jivadu Swameva Spurtiyada. So one cannot understand Krishna, how he's pervaded, how he's situated in everyone, and still is not there. It might be very complex to understand sometimes. So this was saying that it's very difficult to understand by your own senses, by your own logic, intelligence, but Seva Mukhe Jivadu, one who is engaged in Seva in the pure devotional service under the proper guidance, then Krishna reveals himself. So Meva Spurtiyada. Krishna will reveal to the degree that we are surrendered to Krishna, or what Krishna thinks that how much ever we should know about him, that much he will reveal to us. So this is the way to understand Krishna. All right. So though he is in one place, but he's pervaded everywhere. So he is everywhere, but still he is not there everywhere. So it is simple to understand. Prabhupada uses good analogy, good examples to explain this so beautifully. So like Prabhupada gives this example of like a big businessman. Prabhupada is saying that Mr. Tata or Birla, like that. They're like rich people. So they have expanded their empire, their business everywhere. So yes, they're everywhere. Their policies, their rule, uh, everything, their ideas, it is there, pervaded everywhere. But still, Mr. Tata as a person, he is not there everywhere. He might be sitting in his office. So everything is working through his energies, through his power, through his rule. So like that we can understand. And our Shastra also explains, this verse comes, Ek desha istitashyagner josna vistarani bhava parashya brahmana zakti tadedam akilam jagat. So this example is given, Ek desha stitagner, like somebody ignite the fire in one place. But josna vistarani bhava, but the light uh, pervades all around. Fire is in one place, but it pervades the light all around. Or another example is given is sun. Sun is situated in one place, but it spreads its heat and light everywhere. So when the sunlight enters in somebody's room, so yes, one can say, oh, that sun has come into my room. That is the right statement, but at the same time, actually the sun has not come. We all understand if sun comes into somebody's room, then one cannot survive. But through his energy, through his sunshine, the sun has entered there in the room. But sun is situated somewhere in one place. So in the same way, Krishna is pervaded all over the universe through his energy, everywhere, through his Brahma Jyoti, through his energies, and like that. And Krishna, as a person, he is situated in one place. So that is also another important point to understand. Prabhupada explains here, because these Mayavadis, their interpretation is that impersonalism. They say that God has pervaded all around. God is there in the form of Brahma Jyoti. So ultimately, everything is Brahma Jyoti only. There is no person because the God has pervaded, so he's lost. It is just like you think of example of, take a piece of paper and then you tear it into multiple pieces and you just spread it all over. But now, yes, paper is all over, but it is into pieces, small pieces. The actual paper, the full size paper, does not exist now. So this is the kind of example this impersonal is they uses to explain that God is not a person. God has pervaded all over in the form of energy. But what they miss out is God's transcendence, God's transcendental nature. As Ishopniषद explains, Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnam Eva Vashishyate. So this is the understanding about the God. That Purnamada Purnamidam Purnamudachyate meaning that God is Purna, He is complete whole, and then from that complete whole, this creation comes out, and this creation also in itself is complete. So from the complete whole, which is Krishna, the creation comes out, which is also complete, and still the Krishna remains complete. So this is a spiritual myth. In this material world, we see that if you have, you know, like X amount, say $1, and you give the $1 to someone, somebody takes away your $1, then you're left with $0. So 1 minus 1 is equals to 0 in this material world. But spiritual math is different. Krishna's math is different. That is Krishna's transcendence. 1 minus 1 is equals to 1. Krishna is complete. This creation comes out from Krishna, which is also complete. And still, Krishna remains complete. So Krishna is not lost. So that is also another point that we understand that Krishna is saying here that I'm not disintegrated just because I'm pervaded everywhere. I'm not disintegrated. Like again, the same example. King, king is there and he's pervaded all around in the entire state. But Krishna, it doesn't mean that king is lost now. King is always there. Mr. Ford, Prabhupada gives the example. Mr. Ford is there, throughout his all the businesses, but he's there in his office also as a person. So this understanding, this conclusion that because Krishna is pervaded all over the universe, now he does not exist as a person, is a Mayavada interpretation, is a impersonal understanding, and that is not supported by Krishna here in Bhagavad Gita. Right. So this is how we understand that Lord is there everywhere, He is pervaded, and is pervaded through His influence, through His power, through His rule. He need not to personally present there like a CEO of the company. He not to go everywhere personally, see that what is happening in this department, what is happening in that department. He has appointed some department heads and he give them the knowledge, the empowerment, and then they will take care of all the different departments, and that is how the whole company will work. In the same way, Krishna is the supreme boss. He is the CEO of the company, CEO of all this entire creation, and then the to maintain the affairs of this entire creation, he has appointed, his devotees as different departments head, and they are taking care. But however they are working, whatever they are working, they're working under his guidance. This is how they're working. So in one sense, Krishna is there everywhere, but at the same time, he is not personally present there. So this is the understanding, that is what Krishna is bringing here. Maya tadamidam sarvam jagat avyakta murtina. He is there everywhere. So this was the question asked by Hiranyakashipu. And where is your God? And then Prahlad in response says, where is not? He is everywhere. So God is everywhere, right? And this Hiranyakashipu challenged Prahlad. If you are saying that God is everywhere, then is your God there in this pillar? Prahlad Maharaj says, yes, he is there in pillar. So this is the understanding of a devotee, that Thavara Jangam dekhe na dekhe Tara Murti. A devotee, whatever he sees in the entire creation, he does see only Krishna's Spurtis, Deva Spurti. Says everything is all Krishna's creation, Krishna's energy. Krishna is there in everyone and everything. This is the vision of a devotee. That was the vision of the Prahlad Maharaj. They have the faith and they have that conviction. And then to prove his conviction to the whole world, the Lord came out from that pillar to prove that yes, I am there everywhere. Satyam Vedatum Najabhratyavashidam Vyaptim cha bhuteshu Khileshu chatmana Adrishyadamati adbhut rupam udvahan Stambhe sabhayam namargam namanusham. So it is said Satyam Vedatum Najabhratyavashidam to prove the word of his devotee that yes, God is there everywhere, Krishna is there everywhere. Maya dadam idam sarvam jagat avyakta murtina. Lord is there even in this pillar also. Stambhe sabhayam namragam namanusham. Lord took that form, Mrgam namanusham, half man, half lion, and he came out in the assembly from that pillar. So this is the understanding. Right. So that is what Krishna is explaining here. So one time, this one person, Dr. Patel, he was talking to Srila Prabhupada, and when Prabhupada was explaining this verse, Maya Dadamidam Sarvam Jagadavyakta Murtina. So he asked that, oh, if Krishna is pervaded everywhere through his energies and everything is Krishna, then we can worship everything as Krishna. Why we need to go to the temple? Why we should worship only in the temple or worship the deity? Then everything is Krishna, Krishna's energy emanating from Krishna. Then we should worship even an ordinary stone also as good as Krishna. So this Dr. Patel was asking, then can I worship this tree as Krishna? Prabhupada says, yes, you can worship this tree as Krishna. So he couldn't digest that. He says, you mean, can I worship this tree as Krishna? Prabhupada says, yes, you can worship this tree as Krishna, but it is not the same as you worship the deity of Krishna. And then Prabhupada clarifies, Prabhupada explains that yes, you can worship this tree as Krishna or with the understanding that it is also Krishna's energy. So everything in the creation is worshipable in that sense. It is Krishna's energy. Uh, this is coming from Krishna, so it becomes worshipable. Even a tree, a plant, all the other living entities. So this is such a beautiful perspective if we understand this. Maya Dadamidam Sarvam, that Krishna is pervaded in everything, in everyone. If people develop this perspective, then naturally we will be very, very respectful to everyone and everything. So now there's a lot of different movements are going on. The save the trees, save the rivers, save the mountains, and save the nature. Environmentalists, they're working. You know, so the real solution is this understanding of Krishna consciousness that Maya Dadamidam Sarvam Jagad Avyakta Murtina. If everyone understand that it is all Krishna's energy and everything is as worshipable as we worship Krishna, we respect Krishna. Similarly, we should respect everyone, we should respect everything in the entire creation. Either it is tree, plant, river, whatever it is, or the nature, one should not exploit. If that understanding is there, they will never exploit. So this Krishna consciousness is such a beautiful philosophy that it fixes all the problems in this material world, which people trying in so many different ways, different people, different ideas. Oh, let us save the trees, let us save the rivers, all of that. It can be all saved if people just simply become Krishna conscious by reading Bhagavad Gita and by chanting this Hare Krishna Maha Mantra. And when we gradually start to understand Krishna, Krishna's energy, Krishna's creation, then automatically we'll be very, very respectful to everyone and to everything. So this is what is the Krishna conscious philosophy. So it is so very important that we should read this Bhagavad Gita daily and gradually understand these concepts, that how Krishna is pervaded everywhere. Maya dadamidam sarvam jagat avyakta murtina mastani sarvbhutani. I am situated in everyone. So when we look at other people, when then we understand, okay, Krishna is also sitting in their heart as Paramatma. So you may not like that person sometime, possible. Different people, differences of opinion. So I may not like other person, but still I can be respectful to that person, seeing that Krishna is sitting in his heart as Paramatma. Right. So there might be the differences of opinion, but there should not be any dissension. There should not be fight. There should not be hatred, right? So the Krishna consciousness offers this kind of solutions. People are talking about, the world peace. Now we see all around the world, people are fighting. Oh, this is my country, this is your country. Somebody's trying to encourage, and then they're fighting back, and all of that. But when we develop this Krishna conscious perspective, when we understand that Krishna is the Supreme Father, we are his children, everything belongs to Krishna, Bhaktaram Ekatapsam, Sarvaloka Maheshwaram. We are claiming here that I am the proprietor. This is my country. This is my place. This is my possessions. This is my position. And nobody should come here. Anybody try to come here, then I'll fight. I'll kill him. But then Krishna conscious perspective offers us the understanding that Krishna is the Sarvaloka Maheshwaram. He is the real proprietor here, the real master, and everything belongs to Krishna. And Krishna has just given us, like a custodian. We are in charge of, some place, some possessions. So we should utilize it, and also we should try to engage everything in the service of Krishna with the understanding that it belongs to Krishna. Krishna is the supreme enjoyer. He is the Bhoktaram. It belongs to him. So I should be utilizing this in the service of Krishna. And when we talk about serving Krishna, that includes serving everyone. We understand that all the living entities, not only just humans, not only just, this our consciousness doesn't remain restricted to me and my aham ameti, but it becomes Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam. The entire world is like my family. Krishna is Supreme Father, and everyone is my family. Not only just human beings, but even these animals, the plants, the rivers, everything in the entire creation is my family, and this is my duty that I serve each other co-jointly, cooperatively. We live together peacefully, happily, and with a one pointed intention, and that is serving our Supreme Father, pleasing the Father. So Father will be pleased if we cooperate among each other. We treat each other as our brother and sisters, like that, and Father will be very, very happy. Father says, I have given you this, and you are so nice that you are utilizing, you are living happily, and also you are serving your brother and sisters, everyone, with whatever I have given you. I'm so happy, I'll give you more. Krishna will be more than happy to give us, all the resources. And if we don't utilize all those resources and we become so self obsessed, very, very narrow minded, the miser, that aham ameti, me and mine. And then Krishna says, I don't like this. And then the Lord start uh, restricting the resources, the nature start restricting. If we try to exploit, we become so self obsessed and start exploiting for my sense enjoyment. And I doesn't respect the nature, then nature will start restricting all the resources. A lot of problems happens. So the solution to all those problems what the world is facing today, in this day and age, there's a war, and there is problem in the nature, uh, and all of that can be solved through this understanding of Krishna consciousness. Here Krishna is saying, Maya Datamidam Sarvam Jagat Avyakta Murtina. Uh, by me, in my unmanifested form, this entire universe is pervaded. So we start seeing Krishna everywhere, and then we start respecting everything and everyone, and that will solve a lot of problems. And we also become more and more Krishna conscious. Everywhere we see Krishna, Krishna's energy, Krishna's presence, and that is true Krishna consciousness, and that is the purpose of life, that somehow or other we become Krishna conscious. Okay, so these are some of the thoughts. I'll pause here and let me see if anybody's any quick question or any comment. You can unmute yourself and ask the question. And there's no question, we'll stop here. Srimad Bhagavad Gita ki jai. जगत गुरु शिल प्रभात की जय निदाय गौर प्रेमानंदे।